People are free to do the hell whatever they wanted to do.
What free? What the hell are you talking about, free?
Just who is Danny Aiello?
You are disturbing me!
Maybe Sal Frangione, pizza joint owner in Spike Lee's Do the Right Thing.
You come into Sal's, there's no music. No rap, no music, no music, no music. Capiche? Have some dessert.
No, I shouldn't.
Will you marry me?
What?
Huh?
Or Moonstruck's Johnny Camerari, engaged to Cher, but devoted to his ailing mother.
Loretta? I can't marry you.
What?
If I marry you, my mother will die.
Turns out Danny Aiello himself doesn't know who he is. That's one of many confessions in his new memoir, published by CBS's Simon & Schuster. The title, I Only Know Who I Am When I Am Somebody Else.
What do you mean by
I
that?
have no idea who I am. When I'm playing a character, I know exactly what I'm going to say, who I am, where I came from, and life is a lot easier like that.
Michael Corleone says hello.
In a 4-decade career,
And you owe me for 3 winners already. What am I, some kind of charity?
he's played more than 90 different roles. But Aiello's own story may be the most dramatic and revealing. It began in New York City.
You started working here what age?
9 years old.
9.
His father, in Aiello's words, took a hike before he was born. So to help support his family, young Danny became a virtuoso with a buffing rag at Grand Central Terminal.
I used to pop it like music. It was like jazz. Pop, pop, pop. I was greatly proud of that. And you had to pop it when you were with the soldiers, because in 1942 I was doing a lot of GIs.
Just 8 years later, Aiello joined the Army himself. His athletic talent got him a coveted assignment, playing baseball to entertain the troops.
So
Could
when
you
people
imagine?
say to you, what'd you do in the Army?
What did you do during the Korean War? Well, it was the Korean War. I said I played baseball.
And you wanted to see combat.
I wanted to see, but I didn't know what I was talking about. I was a tough kid home, and I felt this is where I belong.
But that tough kid found his soft spot when he came home to New York and met a girl named Sandy Cohen.
And I was like hypnotized. She was the most beautiful thing, I swear to you, that I had ever seen.
Catholic Aiello married Jewish Cohen in 1955. They went on to have 3 sons and a daughter.
What's the secret to being married 60 years?
Don't talk to each other. No, I don't know. I really don't know. It's like, we're so different too. We have nothing in common.
But Sandy Aiello does agree with her husband on one point. She says he really doesn't know who he is.
Do you know who Danny Aiello is?
Oh, I know who he is.
Who is he?
He's a hard person to figure out. He's not that easy. He's hard. And he's very deep.
Go get him, baby. Bingo.
When their relationship began, Danny was a hustler who pocketed other people's money playing pool.
There are some people come in with a lot of money, they're just damn stupid. They want to spend their money. They come in and they want to be beat.
But as his family grew, Aiello needed a steady paycheck, so he decided to go Greyhound.
But this is what you used to do?
Oh yeah, when I was a baggage man, that's what I did.
Aiello spent 10 years there, first as a baggage handler,
It's one of my fans, man, remember that.
later
May I have your attention, please?
as the bus station's public address announcer.
Chester, Wilmington, Dover, Seaford, Laurel, Salisbury, Princess Anne.
The stops are still burned in his memory.
Great Bend, Binghamton, Cortland, Ithaca, Geneva, Canandaigua, Pittston, Towanda, Waverly, Elmira, Corning, Bath, Batavia, Hornell, Mount Morris, and Buffalo. Platform number 3, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good trip. This is Danny Aiello saying sayonara. That's without reading towns. It's all in the head.
Aiello was also a union leader, and after he was fired following an unauthorized strike, he worried his family would go hungry, so he turned to crime and safecracking.
We threw the safe out the window, and if it broke in the backyard, then we went in and got whatever was there.
But you never got caught.
Never got caught.
Did you think at the time, I'm a criminal?
Yeah, I thought I was disgusting.
Eventually, Aiello landed a job as a bouncer at the Improvisation Comedy Club. He got to fill in as MC and found he had a knack for performing. So at the age of 36, he started acting. 3 years later, he got his first movie, Bang the Drum Slowly, with Robert De Niro, whose acting talent far outweighed his baseball skills.
He simply couldn't throw the ball.
Couldn't do it.
So we worked and worked, and you know what it came out? Let me tell you how great he was.
Stop.
Great parts kept coming, and in 1990, Aiello got an Oscar nomination for Best Supporting Actor in Do the Right Thing.
Yeah, sure, some of them don't like us, but most of them do. I mean, for Christ's sake, Pino, they grew up on my food. On my food.
He didn't win and says he doesn't think he should have.
It cheapened the award. I said, if I got it, how good could it be?
You really believe that?
God's truth.
Why?
Danny Aiello, come on. Backed into acting, never studied a day in his life. I'm not being cool here. I'm telling you straight dope.
Nevertheless, 2 of Aiello's sons went into the business. Rick is an actor, and Danny III was known throughout the industry as a great stuntman. In Fort Apache, the Bronx, when you can't see Danny, it's his son throwing the punches. But at age 52, Danny III was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. He died in 2010.
Everything in me was empty. There wasn't a human. I didn't feel anything. I was completely numb. Look, Joey, they're tough times for me.
Aiello says he found comfort in work. Still, at 81, he can't help thinking about his own mortality.
If death comes, it comes, and it will someday. How I'm going to deal with it, I don't know, hopefully good. But I don't like airplanes. A lot of people say, well, you're afraid now. What bothers me when I get in an airplane is that maybe I didn't say to those that I loved, that I didn't hug each one of them and say I loved you before I went, because I would hate to think I died and they didn't hear my last words. That's why I hate to fly.
A life lived with few regrets, except maybe one. He never got to work with the great director, Martin Scorsese.
Now, I'm the only Italian American in the United States that's not in one of his movies. Okay? I am the only one. Does he think I suck? Does he think I'm the worst actor in the world? Maybe he does, that's fine, but I've seen some of the actors in some of his pictures, and they do suck. You know what I mean? But they were still in his movies. Anyway, I don't want you to think I resent Marty Scorsese because of that, but I do.